We've seen some of the damage that's going on. We've seen pictures that are worse, so we haven't seen the worst of it, but we've kind of got an idea of what these people are going through.
You really cannot wrap your mind around the devastation until you come over here and get involved. We had a team Saturday afternoon that went out to Soma Church and did debris removal. It was devastating to see people out crawling around their hands and knees trying to salvage something of their life. A terrible tragedy, but we all serve a sovereign God, and it's all part of His plan, and we will come out of this stronger than we were.
You just really don't know how it affected the people till you see them and the way they thank you. We took some food out into the field to the people that were affected by the storm, and a lot of them had no way of going. Their cars were tore up, and that's about the point that I about broke down, you know, because they hadn't had a hot meal for 2 days.
God is so good. I've been in tears ever since this has happened, because I'm so overwhelmed with the quick response that we've had for the citizens of Tuscaloosa.
One gentleman has said that he was sleeping in his girlfriend's garage in his car. His place was completely damaged and hers was torn up except the garage. And he was pulling his car up in the garage and spending the night, and then coming down here and staying and helping us some.
This is unreal. It's just unreal.
The volunteers.
And the homes. Oh, they've been so busy. Every one of them. I mean, they'll come and they say, what can I do? How can I help you?
One thing that has really impressed me so far about here in Alabama is the resiliency of the people and what the people have been doing in the community. Earlier today, talking to some folks who had just lost everything they had, and they said, don't give us a lot of your resources. Other people need them more than we do. This is not going to be a recovery that's going to be short. This is not days. This is not weeks. This is months. In some cases, maybe years that it's going to take. And we're going to be here for the long haul. You know, stop by here to thank the people that have been working pretty much nonstop since this event happened, both in the EOC, the firefighters, the police officers, the paramedics, the EMTs, the emergency managers, the doctors and nurses in the hospitals. Those are really the true heroes. Those are the people at the local level that have really saved lives, that have made a difference, and are going to help these communities bounce back.
Some of their people, you know, they need toilet paper, they need food, but even more than that, they need somebody to listen.
The more people help, the faster we can get this city back on its feet.
I can tell you example after example of things that I know that individual people stepped up to bring things to the table as a team that led to a successful result for us in the field. And, you know, when you put all that together, that ends up being lives.
My building was totally destroyed, as well as a lot of my garbage trucks and trash trucks, and as well as recycling services. So right now our main focus was try to get these services back up and running for the citizens, to try to restore life back to normal as we possibly can, as soon as possible. We were prepared for this. You know, we didn't want it to happen. God, you know, never want a disaster hit your city, but it was nice to know we knew what to do.
And you'd run into people that they lost all their worldly possessions and was still volunteering. We didn't know how bad it was going to be till we actually saw the tornado coming over the interstate. When it ran to the fire station, we immediately huddled up and knew every man had to get on a truck and get to work right away. For me, I don't think Tuscaloosa is ever going to be the same. The part of rebuilding is it's easy to rebuild a building, but you know, to the memories that what you're used to seeing every day is never going to be there, so it's going to be a little different.
We never expected it to be this close to us or have the impact that it did. It was a really large storm that caused a lot of damage, and in turn did something to our community that we had never seen before and hope to never see again. We had practiced for, but nothing to this scale.
They started coming in probably 10 to 15 minutes after the tornado hit, and we were still, you know, getting the remnants of them 6, 7 o'clock the next morning. The
very first patients that we got were children, and there were a lot of kids that we really didn't expect to get.
One patient I remember specifically was a gentleman probably in his 40s that had a femur fracture or a thigh bone fracture, and he had told me that his wife had died and his son was here somewhere, and he just wanted us to take care of his son. He wasn't worried about himself, he just wanted to make sure his son was taken care of. I think Tuscaloosa will be bigger and better at the end of the rebuilding process.
It's going to take some time. It's going to take some time, but we'll be back.